Is a sign that's causing some concern for the VA in Salisbury. A viewer who reached out to us, reached out to Megan and our Verify team, claiming the sign in the men's restroom states that, get this, your genitalia may be photographed. Megan Bragg has more in this morning's Verify. You're watching WCNC Plus.
This is a sign that was sent to us in our Verify email. In part, it reads, your genitalia may be photographed electronically during the use of this facility as part of the electronic genital verification process. Now, it goes on to say the program is from the Office of the Department of Sexual Affairs and will help keep Americans safe while protecting your privacy by screening for potentially improper restroom access. Now, we can tell you right away that this is not a legitimate program. We went right to Salisbury's VA healthcare system to get answers. And in a statement, they told us the sign is unofficial and not affiliated with the Salisbury VA healthcare system or the Department of Veteran Affairs. They also say their team is working to ensure this sign and any others related are identified, located, and removed from all of the facilities. Here are some other ways we could tell it's fake. There are several different departments that are named in this sign: the Department of Sexual Affairs and the Department of Sexual Integrity, and none of these departments exist within the federal government. We also called the phone number that was associated with the pilot program. You can see it listed right there, and that actually brought us to a Google subscriber voicemail with no name, not a department. Now, according to North Carolina law, it is illegal to record someone in private spaces like a bathroom. So once again, we can verify that this is a fake sign. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Megan, that is a crazy Verify.
Crazy.
Why is this sign even going social out of Salisbury?
I know, right? So it's so interesting because I was working on a totally different story yesterday, and this came in around 1 o'clock, and we totally switched our focus to this because it is super concerning, right? And you know what? A lot of people on our Facebook page and Instagram were commenting. We're like, obviously this is fake, blah, blah, blah. But you have to consider the population, you know, at the VA hospital. Kind of the older generation sometimes can fall easier for these types of things. So it is very important and interesting to get the word out there that this is false. And there are a couple reasons why this is false. And I'm going to have Carlene actually pull this up because it's something you can even look at yourself. When examining these signs, you really got to like look at it because they're trying to get you off guard, right? They're trying to scare you. So the things that we looked at and the quick Google search that I did was I looked at these departments, right? The Department of Sexual Affairs. Quick Google search, nothing like that pops up, right? And there's nothing in the federal government. I mean, no one's ever heard of that, right? And the Department of Sexual Integrity, that's also not real. If you can also look at the you know, the toilet flusher itself, you can see that they're trying to make that seem like that is
the camera,
and it's not. It's actually the sensor for automatic flush. Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to scare you with that. Also, to the number, I wouldn't tell anyone to call this number. Obviously, we did because we're reporting. But it does take you to a fake Google, you know, one of those Google services voicemails, and asks you to give your name. I think I said like Joe Schmo or something like that, and
I like that.
It asked me to leave a message. So definitely some different signs that you can look at in here. Also, too, the signs or the logos for each department are a little skewed as well. So just little signs that you can look out for yourself. The VA was very happy that we did this story.
Good. You got some feedback immediately.
Yes, immediately. They also said that they were going to send this straight up to Washington, D.C. because, you know, they didn't want that happening at other VA hospitals as well. So, yeah.
Why even put something out like this?
I don't know.
What is the whole purpose of getting a false phone number to leave a Joe Schmo message?
I think it's all just a scare tactic, right? For people, and yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why people would want to scare people like this. But yeah, this is definitely a false sign. This is not real. And we're here to help verify. And
I mean, that's why the Verify franchise is so important.
It is. It's so important because these things are happening, and this, could go through social media, and one person sends it to another, and like, look what's going on. So yeah,
Right.
it's a lot.
So speaking of other departments, because today the Trump administration is working to dismantle the Department of Education on the federal level, that will have an impact. And so now you're looking into this today.
Yes, we're looking into that as well. We're going to kind of verify how much the state of North Carolina gets from the federal government, which is the Department of Education, right, versus state. And usually these states are getting way, way, way more money from the state than from the federal government. But we're going to break that all down for you, look into those numbers, see what might be affected, and try to get answers on that.
All right, sounds good. So, and
Yeah.
we'll have you doing traffic again
Oh, yeah, I'll be there, Jane.
on WCNC Charlotte News
Favorite
at
time of the
4.
day,
We
4.
constantly hang out.
We
Yep.
love it.
We do love it. All
Yeah.
right, we love you, Megan
Yeah,
Bragg.
we love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.